The eggs. The crochet methods of the eggs are all the same. We'll crochet one egg with orange yarn for demonstration. Take out the corresponding yarn. Working into a magic ring. Wrap the yarn around your fingers like this. Insert hook into the loop on middle finger. Hook the yarn and put up a loop. A magic ring is formed. In round 1, start with a chain stitch, then work 6 single crochets. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first, then work 6 single crochets. Mark the first single crochet. Continue to work 5 more single crochets. Six single crochets are done. Pull the yarn tail tight to close the ring. Remove the marker and work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 1 is done. In round 2, start with 1 chain stitch and then work 6 increases. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first, then work 6 increases. 1 single crochet is done. Mark the first single crochet. Work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. That's 1 increase. Continue to work 5 more increases in the same way. We work 2 single crochets in each stitch. Six increases are done. Remove the marker and work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 2 is done. In round 3, start with 1 chain stitch, then work 12 single crochets. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first, then work 12 single crochets. Mark the first single crochet. Continue to work 11 more single crochets. Please finish the rest single crochets by yourself. "12 single crochets are done. Remove the marker and work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 3 is done. In round 4, start with 1 chain stitch, then work a set of 1 single crochet, 1 increase for 6 times. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. With 1 chain stitch first. With 1 single crochet. Mark the first stitch. Then work 1 increase. One set is done. The second set. 1 single crochet first. Then 1 increase. The second set is done. The third set, 1 single crochet, and then 1 increase. We have demonstrated 3 sets. Please finish the red 3 sets by yourself with 1 single crochet and 1 increase as 1 set. Six sets are done. Remove the marker and with 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 4 is done. The stitches for rounds 5 to 8 are the same. In rounds 5 to 8, start with 1 chain stitch and then work 18 single crochets. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. With 1 chain stitch first. Then work 18 single crochets. Mark the first single crochet. Continue to work 17 more single crochets. Please finish rounds 5 to 8 by yourself with 1 chain stitch, 18 single crochets, and 1 slip stitch for each round. Round 8 is done. In round 9, start with 1 chain stitch, then work a set of 7 single crochets, 1 decrease twice. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. With 1 chain stitch first, then work 7 single crochets. Mark the first single crochet. Continue to work 6 more single crochets. Seven single crochets are done. Then work 1 decrease. One set is done. The second set. Work 7 single crochets. Next, work 1 decrease. Two sets are done. Remove the marker and work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Stuff the fabric with fiber fill. After stuffing, continue to crochet. In round 10, start with 1 chain stitch, then work 8 decreases. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Put 1 chain stitch first, then work 8 decreases. Mark the first decrease. Continue to work 7 more decreases in the same way. Eight decreases are done. Remove the marker and work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Break yarn, leaving a yarn tail. Remove the hook and pull the yarn tail out. Thread the needle with the yarn tail. Sew hole close by stitching through the front loops of the last round. Tighten it up. Insert the needle into the middle of the fabric and then thread up from a random stitch. Conceal the yarn tail inside the fabric and finally cut out excess end. One egg is completed. Please crochet 2 more eggs in the same way.